When we think about abuse, we're not limited to just mental abuse, but physical as well as spiritual abuse. How do you handle that? How do you overcome that? How do you pick up the pieces, and get your life back? How do you do something like that? It's easy to take matters into your own hands because it make you feel better, to be honest. Might as well just tell the truth like it is. It makes you feel better. But what do you have when you have an incident where a man is beating on the woman or the woman is beating on the man? See, the men not going to tell it. But the women, some of them may. Some of them, some women think that they deserve the abuse. That's a lie. It's just that you have insecurities and that you need to deal with. When a man starts beating on you, it's time for you to check you. Because there's something inside of you that's attracting this abusive man. And men, if you're attracting women who's pretty much beating on you and you're scared to speak up, there's something wrong with you. We can't walk around acting like cowards. We have to pump the brakes and allow ourselves to heal in areas that we never even touch because we don't even want to face the pain. And I tell a lot of people, abuse is not a secret. These are wounds that will show up when you try to move on to the next relationship. These are wounds that will show up in your marriage. These are wounds that will show up and when you're dealing with friendships. You got to deal with it. You got to face it. Some people say, well, I never, been hit by anybody, not a man, or a man may say, I have never been hit by a woman. But what if someone is sitting there and condemning you and cursing you and saying all manners of evil about you, taking your past, your pain, your hurt, and using it against you? How do you deal with that? 1 Peter 3:9 tells you different. 1 Peter 3:9, we don't repay evil with evil. We don't repay curses with curses. But if you look at the latter part of it, it tells us why. The reason why is because God said we can't get the inheritance when we're doing evil for evil, when we're doing curses for curses. Let that person say all manner of evil about you. But I'm not going to tell you to sit back and let somebody just beat on you, because I'm not that type of person, because I wouldn't do it. So, but you follow what the scriptures say. You follow what the Holy Spirit is saying. But for me, I grew up as a fighter. So I guarantee you, I'm not going to sit there and let somebody just beat on me. That's not going to happen. But you guys, you got to speak up. You can't just sit back and let this stuff, just go under the rug and think it's going to go away. Face it. It's time for you to start journaling. Talk